Buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen, because tonight is going to be one that you're going to remember for a long time. We are now just less than 96 hours away from the main event of the IMF's 1-year anniversary show in indoor venues, Winter Clash. And at stake is the richest prize in all of underground wrestling, in arguably the biggest match in IMMF history. And it's for that IMF World Heavyweight Championship that I see right here on our screen. And it's involving two men that have never met one on one. But tonight, you're going to get a preview of what's to come this Saturday. Is it really a battle of foundation members? Do we know what time it is? Or is it really mano a mano, nobody involved, just a, let's just say, winter clash between maybe two men that have in some ways been on, well, let's just a winter clash collision course. And if you look at their careers in the IMF the past year, you would think these guys are far from similar, but yet they might be more similar than we even realize. We'll talk about that. We'll also hear from them in their words. We'll also talk about what would it mean to them to be the IMF World Heavyweight Champion, but also talk about the fact that last year, in the first ever IMF Winter Clash, the first ever show in live indoor venues, that both men won championship gold. And what about those times they've actually crossed paths with each other, and maybe even the last time we were out here in the Palo Community Center at Dirty Deeds? We're going to talk about here. I have no doubt we are more than on a highway to hell. I have no doubt we'll see maybe a few dirty deeds, but I know that this is going to be, let's just say, a clash like no other. Maybe you might even want to say it's a clash of the champions, then, now, and forever. But ladies and gentlemen, even though my voice is telling me not to do that introduction, you're waiting for it. These two men are waiting for it. One man, well, since it is his platform, quote unquote, I have to give him that introduction. And well, my voice does kind of want it. And you did build this platform. And as a matter of fact, the IMF, they've built this platform maybe just as much as anybody else's. And they're very much responsible for us having nearly 1,350 subscribers. You definitely know what time it is. We're going to definitely now get this show on the road in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show going. It's time for my introduction and to introduce these two individuals who will certainly have their careers very well changed coming up this Saturday at the Palo Community Center at Winter Clash. So with that, wait for it, further ado here on the Sports Report. Sports show. First, a man that has been multiple times a world heavyweight champion. He's dominated the Midwest wrestling circuit, the underground, the backyard, and the independent circuit. Maybe the most ruthless and dangerous hardcore wrestler there is today. It's his show after all. His name is, simply put, the Boogeyman of the Midwest, the hardcore god. Oh, Black. And the man that is the reigning, defending IMF World Heavyweight Champion. Is it 4 up, 4 down? I don't don't know, but his name, though, however, is simply put, Mefisto. Fellas, how are we doing?
Oh, yeah. Great to be here.
It's a pleasure to be here, Tom.
Oh, well, it's good to have you. I mean, certainly, definitely a more different tone, but I could understand why, because we're competing for the richest prize in underground wrestling, the IMF World Heavyweight Championship. Omen Black, it is a title that you've held before, and you have certainly held, and everybody in this circuit knows what you did with that championship. You were the DKW World Heavyweight Championship this year holder. You also held the hardcore title, and I'll get to Mefisto, but I'm going to go with you first, Omen Black, and especially for those that are listening and watching here. In prime time, on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the platform you most certainly have helped build here, Sportzwire Radio, Omen Black, the boogeyman of the Midwest, the hardcore god that you are. Tell us why you are going to reclaim the IMF World Heavyweight Championship in less than 96 hours in the Palo Community Center at Winter Clash.
The answer is simple, Tom. I've never lost what that title is. I never got pinned for it. Matt the Forsaken got pinned. So really, I never lost it. But especially with a guy like this little character who he's pretending to be, Mefisto, I know you're looking at me with those stupid shades on your goddamn face. This right here will be your toughest opponent for that world title. My world title.
Mefisto, I didn't
reclaim my throne.
Whoa, Omen Black, you've certainly got off to a roaring start here. I mean, I certainly didn't expect those things there. I mean, I thought you guys were kind of foundation brothers, but Mefisto, Omen Black certainly has come out swinging here to start. And what's your reactions there?
First of all, hello, Tom. How you been, brother? Feels like it's been a while since I've seen your beautiful hair, but it's good to see you today,
Thank you very
brother.
much. I'm sure my mother's here who gave birth to me would say to cut my hair already, but thank you, Mefisto, for acknowledging my existence. But
Brother, if I was you, I'd keep it as long as you can.
I'm going to try to do that. Hopefully my voice will hold up just as well. But Mefisto, Omen Black has certainly said a lot. And what's your reactions to some of that?
Brother, I think you said it perfectly right there. He said a lot. You know, he says he's the toughest guy. You know, it's funny. Prince Akia said the same thing. Sean Jovi told me the same thing.
I'm not Prince. I'm not Sean Jovi.
I do believe the guy who I beat this title for even said it will be the toughest test of my career. And brother, I think I proved that I can pass these tests that you're claiming that are so tough.
You got it all wrong. So I'm not Prince Achia. I'm not Soldier GP. And I'm damn for sure not your best friend, Sean Jovi.
But wait a minute. I'm confused, Omen. I've known you a long time, Omen. I've known you now for literally about 2 years. And I thought that you and Mefisto at least were kind of brothers, because I mean, I'm kind of under the impression that Mefisto is 4 up, 4 down. I'm a little bit. Am I missing something? Did I get a memo that didn't get to my desk? What's going on here tonight?
He is the R-Truth to my Finn Balor. He is perfectly just the joke. He's the guy who tags along with the foundation. Hey. At least I'm man enough to tell you, Mefisto, you're a joke to us. See, Mefisto, I know the real you. And by the end of this tonight, we're going to expose the real you to the people.
Mefisto, I mean, the real you. I mean, what's going on here? I mean, I thought it was 4 up, 4 down.
Brother, I'm as confused as you are, but honestly, it's when you're carrying something so prestigious and so heavy and so, golden like I am on my shoulder, it's hard that, jealousy will go rampant even with your best brothers, like even with blood brothers, jealousy can run a little deep. I thought Omen Black was above jealousy, brother, but apparently here we are.
It's not jealousy.
No? What is it then? What is it?
It's been till now, brother. I thought we was good. I thought we were, I thought we were best buds.
Yeah.
We're claiming what's mine alone. That's what's the key thing about this. We're claiming what's mine alone.
Brother, you keep saying what's yours, but if I do recall, I never got paid. Brother, I don't make the damn rules. You know as well as I do. I don't understand the rules, let alone get it, but I understood that rule.
I never got my rematch for it until in 4 days. I had to earn my shot.
I earned my shot, brother. Whole way. Soldier GP himself.
See, being the foundation, I guess having Dirty Donnie as a foundation brother, I thought I would have got my shot sooner. But no, I had to earn everything I've got in this goddamn business.
Let me ask you a question, Omen. So you say Mefisto's not a foundation member. So that means that you certainly
To
wouldn't
me, he's not. To me, he is not.
Well, I was going to ask you about that. So it seems to me like the foundation wasn't the core of the foundation. I remember when I first met you, Omen, when I famously first met you here on this platform, there might be a couple of people here who might remember that. And it seemed to me the core of the foundation was just you, Soldier, and Dirty. But yet it's turned into where some would say that you need a scorecard.
It's NWO all over.
Well, I mean, so that how do you feel about that then? I mean, that all these people, Il Drago, Mefisto, Jovi had to be beaten and basically to join the group. I mean, could you imagine where Jovi would be? So how do you feel now that all these people want to be foundation?
Listen, Tom, I don't want to talk about it much, but I'll say this. My brother's old GP.
Yes.
Love him to death. But he's the reason why we have all this pawn scum who wants to claim to be the foundation. Let's look back to Sean Jovi. Because of Soldier GP, Sean Jovi's in the foundation. Let's look back to Il Drago. Love the guy. But who really handed Il Drago the shirt at All Out Warfare? Soldier GP. Kind of getting the hint here. Who handed Dirty Donnie a shirt? Soldier GP. See, when I agreed to be in the foundation, it's just me and Soldier. That's really what it is. When people see foundation, think of foundation, they think of me and Soldier. Not Mefisto, not Sean Jovi, not Il Drago, not Dirty even. Not even Levi McDaniels. It's Soldier and Omen. But it's always been Soldier first, then Omen.
I haven't heard much about you, Omen, these last few months. I've heard a lot about Soldier. Soldier and Justin Parsley. Soldier and Mefisto. Soldier and Felix. Anthony Steele comes on and says, link, please. And it turns into Anthony Steele and Soldier GP. James Taylor comes in and says, mind if I come in and say a few things, kid? But Omen Black's kind of been almost pushed to the side these last few months. It's almost like Omen's like almost an afterthought. I mean, you were the boogeyman of the Midwest. You were the hardcore guy. Everybody and their mother would be afraid of you all these years. You'd come on here, and this guy from that company and that company, there was a guy that once upon a time basically didn't even want to face you. Said, yeah, I'm going to face you. There would be this person, there'd be this cosplayer in the South, that guy in the Midwest tried to make you look like a fool, another guy in the Northeast whose first name starts with an M and ends with a judgment. You guys never really went eye to eye. I mean, everybody in this circuit ran away from you. But the last few months, it's almost like, not to say you've become an afterthought, but you've kind of become an afterthought almost. And I'm sensing that, Omen, you got a lot on your mind here tonight.
I'm not going to sit here and bash him, but I love the guy, Soldier GP. But when he was world champion, I had to live behind his shadow. I'm done living behind everyone's shadow even in the foundation. I'm done living in the foundation shadow alone. I could do everything myself. I don't need the foundation. The foundation needs me.
Mephisto,
But what
I
I need
think you're in the group. So
is on your shoulders.
Well, Mephisto, I mean, I think you're in the group. I think you're in the group. I mean, this is just got to be certainly appalling almost what you're hearing tonight. I thought you guys would talk and it'd be mutual respect. You know, you guys obviously seeing eye to eye on certain issues, and yet I'm not sensing that tonight. I'm sensing that there's some hostility, it seems.
Brother, I'll tell you what, it is pretty shocking to hear because when I broke away from Prince Achia as being his little bodyguard and his lackey, my number one goal was to take on the top two in the company when I joined. The two that I looked up to, the two that I wanted to get in the ring with the most, and that was Soldier GP and Omen Black. Come now over 2 years of training and getting better and being in the ring and these live shows, I finally did it, brother. I got my match with Soldier GP. I got in the ring with them, and I finally gained the attention of Omen Black to get in the ring with him, not in a Royal, not in a Rumble, not in a triple threat, but a one-on-one. And to hear you talk so down about your brothers and me, brother, it kind of pisses me off a little bit, brother. I thought you were better than that. 4 up, 4 down. Thought you knew what it was, my man.
Where were you guys for me? Every time I lost my title, where were you guys?
Where were you when I lost my U.S. title, brother?
You know,
if it wasn't for me, there wouldn't be a foundation. Yeah, I said it. Bold claims, Tom. If it wasn't for Omen Black, there wouldn't be a foundation.
You know, brother, I partially agree with you on that. Yeah, there wouldn't be. You're right.
GP and Omen Black, you guys wouldn't even know what the foundation is.
So why do you want to? I don't understand, brother. Why such the animosity towards it?
I'm done living in your guys' shadows. You being the world champion, Soldier GP challenging the PWF champion Justin Parsley, El Drago being the briefcase winner. You know, I'm tired. Tired of people always saying Omen Black's only a hardcore wrestler. Omen Black's only getting the hardcore championships. No. I just didn't want to take what was mine from a brother of mine. Because I know I could have took that belt from Soldier GP any day I wanted. But it's the day he lost it, that's when my sights went right onto that title.
Well, you know, for the audience here, if you gentlemen would mind, I'd like to play a video that was recently posted on the IMF YouTube channel, which kind of maybe summarizes maybe some of the hostility that I'm sensing here tonight, because there's some people here in the chat that might not have had the opportunity to watch that video, and I'd like to do that. And before I do that, if you are here, do me a favor, go sub to the IMF. And if you like what you're hearing tonight, guess what? The whole gang is here Thursday night, same time, same bat channel. Can you imagine that? Mr. Brightside's going to be here, and there's somebody here tonight who seemed like they called their own shot toward Mr. Brightside. Anthony Steele's going to be here Thursday, and you know he's going to have a lot to say because Anthony Steele's dying for a microphone. You know that. Sean Jovi, you know what time it is, Mefisto. He's going to be here. Justin Parsley, another guy that, you need to give him a microphone. There's going to be a slew of your favorites. They're going to be here, so I cannot wait for that. So we'll certainly come back to that. But, gentlemen, it's time to play that video. It's a very short video, so I want to play it for the audience. So let's play it, and then I want to get your reactions on it once again. So for those that are listening and watching here, this Road to Winter Clash video package between Mefisto and Omen Black. Here we go.
Just to point this out there.
All
I'm too busy dealing with what I need to do to become World Heavyweight Champion.
Right.
I'm too busy to deal with the center foundation bullshit. I don't want to be part of it.
But this right now, it seems to be more chaotic than what's going on in the Middle East right now. I mean, now, this is how it goes.
Jovi, no offense, Soldier. But December 21st, don't count me as foundation. I'm on my own when I need to get my shit done.
No.
I love you guys.
No,
Four
no,
up, four
no.
down. But on that day, I don't want to hear shit about foundation.
Copyright reasons. Sorry, fellas, but we'll come back to it in a minute. And then Omen walks off with Damian Saint. We saw that. I mean, that was.
You don't got to worry, Tom. It's all AI music. You don't got to worry about it.
We'll put it back up then. Training, defending IMF World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Mefisto. Thank you, Ox. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ox.
Yeah, brother. I love that song.
This is a different Mefisto than I've been used to the past year. This is a Mefisto that's subdued, a different Mefisto. Not his usual self, and seems just not the fun-loving Mefisto that everybody seems to get behind right now.
You're going to get a new and improved Mefisto. I'm going to do to you things, brother, that you didn't think I was.
You're not telling us what you're supposed to do in the video.
That guy sounds like he made a lot of sense in that video.
I don't know. Wait a minute.
That guy sounded pretty cool. Looks pretty good.
I don't want to hear shit about foundation.
Well, actually, we'll leave the poster up for a minute because the poster actually pretty good. There we go. So, I mean, obviously, Omen, you basically said no foundation and you got to do what you got to do. And this Saturday, it seems to me like you want to reclaim that IMF World Heavyweight Championship from the man that.
Tom, I'm not wanting to reclaim it. I'm going to reclaim it. That's the thing. He can't do anything to change this. It's already been set in stone. I'm going to be world champion. The faster he realizes that, the easier it's going to be for him. Mefisto, you can shake your head all you want. Like I told you,
I've heard it all before.
I'm going to expose the real you by the end of the night, and we're about to get to that real soon.
Brother, it's like I'm talking to Prince of Chia.
The real Mefisto? I mean, I thought this was a new Mefisto, a more serious Mefisto, a serious tone, but yet, Omen, you say that...
We all got a taste of, I guess, an example of the real Mefisto at his last match with Prince of Chia. As you see, what show was it? Highway to Hell, when you had a match with your best friend, Sean Jovi. What happened? Prince of Chia attacked you from behind. So then we saw at Dirty Deeds, the real you. See, the real Mefisto isn't also happy-go-lucky, look at me, I'm an idiot type of guy. No, you seek revenge. And that's the Mefisto that I like. It's not this little... Mefisto, you were angry. You were angry at Prince. And that's exactly what I'm going to expose you, because that's the real you. I don't know if people know this, but due to anger, you show the real you in this sport. So you can't hold back. You can't really think straight. You can't go into business being angry. You can't go in the ring angry. That's all I want. That's all I want from you. I want you to be angry. It's going to make my victory so much sweeter.
But in a way, as crazy as this sounds, and I'll play that footage in a minute, but you two men yet might seem different, but yet seem so similar, because when I look at both of yours in our year in review, you both have had a lot of turbulence, a lot of downs, a lot of ups. You've dealt with some injuries. You've dealt with some other people inside and outside the IMF. I mean, Omen, you've dealt with Jason Storm. You saw what happened there. He was a foundation member, and look at him. He's turned into now a man that everybody seems like that they have him as pegged as the top champion around. And Anthony Steele came into your company after what you did to him the last time he was here. He found a way to continue his run as the U.S. champion. And it's been an up and down year for you, Omen. And Mefisto, you've dealt with your ups also. I mean, we've seen what happened with you and Ace Diamond and Prince Achia, and you've got the world championship. But it seems like to me in the IMF, everybody, they think of other names before Mefisto, but yet you're the top guy. Everybody talks about Justin Parsley. Yeah, Justin Parsley this. Soldier GP, Anthony Steele, even Sean Jovi, the man that you defeated. So in many ways, what's going to come to a head this Saturday at the Palo Community Center, gentlemen, is really you two gentlemen in many ways being a heck of a lot more similar than what really seems to lead on here tonight.
You had a fabulous point right there, Tom. When people think of IMF, do they think of the IMF world champion Mefisto?
Not that I know of.
Mefisto, I want you to take your glass off and look at me when I tell you this. You are not the champion the IMF needs. We need a strong leader.
Let me cut you off 1 second, brother. You say Mefisto isn't what you think of when you think of the IMF, brother, but that's just the internet talking. I believe at these live events we have, 90% of that crowd in there is chanting my name, brother. You'd see them people get up, slapping my hand, dancing to my music, cheering for me when I'm down, brother, to get me back up. You hear them wooing and hooing when I get the 1, 2, 3 pin, brother. You can say all you want. You don't think of Mefisto, but the crowd thinks of Mefisto.
I know. I'm sorry. I must not hear it over the pops I get going out to the ring.
Brother, I can't take away that you don't get pops. I'm not arguing that, but what you're trying to suggest is that Mefisto isn't relevant. And brother, that's
you're not the champion the IMF needs. You're a joke.
What kind of champion do we need, brother? Because I'm pretty sure I've done everything I can to prove that I'm the champion this place has and deserves, brother. I've put down every challenge that's come to me. I've given the serious Mefisto to everyone that's asked for it.
Let's look.
What's happened?
Since you've been champion, what did you do? Oh, the first person you give a shot to is your best friend. Huh. I would have made his ass work for that shot. But no, you're just
brother. That's the difference between you and me, brother.
Are you alleging? Wait, Omen Black. You might be a foundation brother, but are you alleging nepotism there? That Sean Jovi, maybe some would say,
he didn't deserve no title shot.
And you know what's funny? You said that, Omen. That's an interesting point that you made, because some may say that is Jovi a good old boy? Is he friends with the right people? Because Jovi's year, I mean, by all intents and purposes, Jovi has had a horrible year in 2000.
Thanks to us in the IMF.
And he admitted that. Sean Jovi admitted that his 2024 has been not the 2023, the summer of Jovi and all these things. I mean, he's even got Anthony Steele 2.0 telling everybody and bragging to everybody that he's beat him. And he's part of your group. And Sean Jovi gets a world title shot. He couldn't even beat Anthony Steele in the past to keep the title. And now we're going to try that again? It seems like, Omen, your point is that the same retreads that have been failing, I mean, some would even say Jovi's not on the Eras Tour. He's on the Failure Tour this year. I mean, he's seen everything fail in front of him. The All Wrestling Matters movement. D'Angelo the Flame gets that title. And where's he been? Has he been on a milk carton? Where is D'Angelo the Flame? It seems like the flyer has been put out.
Another foundation member brought him from Soldier GP.
Another foundation member. Where is Drake Gold Dragon? He's a champion somewhere else. And how about the fact, listen, Jovi in his own promotion can't get things right. Mr. Brightsides beat the heck out of him here. I mean, you could think about, how about title shot after title shot? And yet, that's who Mefisto gives the title shot first to? Is that what you're saying? Are you alleging here tonight?
Favoritism.
That sounds to me more like nepotism. Nepotism. People who are friends with the right people get shots that they may not necessarily deserve because maybe, from what you're telling me, objectively speaking, is that maybe there are other people in the
There's
IMF.
video proof of it, Tom. Just Sean Jovi sitting on the step. Here comes Mefisto giving him a title shot. For what?
Do you agree with that, Mefisto? Do you feel is that unfair to you? What do you think about all that, Mefisto? That's
Brother, first of all, let's go back and see what happened and why Jovi lost that United States title to begin with. Because you and management decided to bring this Mr. Real Deal Anthony Steele, who decided to cheap shot our brother, and you did nothing about it.
That's a good point. A man that's been thrown out of other places. A man that, he basically last year is CM Punk has
I thought Jovi could handle something like Anthony
He
Steele.
used brass knuckles clear as day, brother. I'm stupid and I could see it.
Well,
where were you, brother? The Foundation brothers didn't run out to his back, but you're going to sit there and you're going to give me a bunch of hollering about I gave him a title shot, brother.
That is a good point, Mefisto. That is a good point. That is a...
He didn't earn it. You going to tell me he earned it?
He didn't earn that loss he had to take either, brother, but I didn't see you guys stopping that from happening.
What do you want to do after?
We're bagging on Sean Jovi, and that's just not okay, brother, because like you said, he's my best friend. And if you really want to think he's not worth the damn Omen Black, you got another thing coming. He can show you anytime, anywhere, brother. Sean Jovi's got what it takes. He may be in a slump, brother. You know what?
In the ring with Sean Jovi,
I'll go to war with that man anytime.
What happened? Me and Soldier whooped the fucking floor with him and Crenson.
Brother, are you bragging about beating up a brother?
Well, Mefisto, to refresh your memory, if it wasn't for that Soldier GP in a match with Sean Jovi, stipulating that Sean Jovi would have had to have joined the Foundation, Sean Jovi would basically be probably irrelevant today.
And I want to say this right now, Mefisto. When I was world champion, that's the first guy I took out right there, Prince of Chia. And what happened? He ran for months until I lost the title. And he somehow returns. Convenient.
Well, this has been certainly a rather lively discussion here. I know there's a lot of people here in the chat that want to get to you guys, and I'm going to get them the chance to speak with you guys here very shortly. We are here with Mefisto and Omen Black, and what a night this has been here so far. I hope you got the popcorn ready because there's certainly been plenty of popcorn popping and plenty of fireworks ahead here. And my name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally. We're all wrestling matters. And as a reminder, the IMF is here Thursday night. The whole gang is here 9:30 p.m. Eastern time for another Winter Clash preview. And yours truly is donating not one, but 2 tickets to the show. So if you want to go take your son or daughter, or you want to go out for a date night, it's on me. You get to go and watch the main event here of the historic 1-year anniversary show of the IMF in live indoor venues. And I tell you what, it's going to be a lively one here. And we are here with Mefisto, the current champion, and Omen Black. It is his show after all. He is the former IMF world champion. He's been a hardcore champion, DKW champion. It definitely seems like it ain't 4 up, 4 down tonight. It's a matter of, let's say, what must come up must eventually come down, and we'll see if that's on Mefisto's reign here is the IMF World Heavyweight Champion. It's been a rather lively discussion here tonight. We've heard about who's more of a Foundation member, members in the Foundation maybe not being up to standards, who should be in the group. I don't know, but we'll get to you in a second here. But Mefisto, I mean...
Look at your boy right there in the back. Sean Jovi is watching you get your ass kicked.
Wait, Omen, are you telling me that where was Jovi to come out to help his brother? Is that what you're telling me right now?
Brother, isn't that you sitting right next to him?
What do you think? Why do you think I'm out there? I'm watching.
Well, I'm just saying, we're going to call the kettle black. You might as well call yourself. It's like.
I'm observing who's going to win because I knew I was going to win that battle royal.
Brother, Jovi knows that I didn't need the help. That's why he didn't run out. The only time Jovi knew I really needed help was when that bastard Ace Diamond thought he could take advantage of a situation.
A guy you brought in. You.
And brother, what was I supposed to do?
You got
nobody IMF took my hand to help me out. I had to find someone to do it. Prince of Chia, he just wanted to use me to his own means.
We saw that play out for quite a bit in the first half of 2024. But, Omen, you said something that really hit home tonight. And you talked about the fact when you think of the IMF, right? This is a company that's had so much success. And we've seen this company grow up before our very eyes. But when I think of the IMF, those rather at the middle of the totem pole. I think about names like Soldier GP. I think about names like yourself. I think about names like certainly Anthony Steele, even Il Drago, Mr. Brightside all of a sudden. Heck, if I don't mention Justin Parsley, the supposed hall monitor of Sportswire Radio now, I am sure there'll certainly be world leaders talking and up in arms. And even names like Felix Jones get mentioned. The Midwest Express get mentioned from time to time, how dominant they've been as a tag team. But yet, Mefisto isn't the name that comes to mind right away. Those names, all of them, even Freddie Daniels comes to mind more than the man that's on top of the company. And they always say in wrestling, Mefisto, it's the guy at the top who's the leader of the company, but yet you're somewhere in the middle of things right now. What do you think about what Omen is saying here tonight? Because there are people that might think that way.
Brother, like I've already said before, people can think whatever ways they want, but the fact is, when I come out those curtains, that crowd is loud. That crowd is chanting my name. That crowd is dancing with my song. Every time.
They don't know
There's never a dull moment, brother. They love it. I come around for the high fives. I get more high fives than I get anything else, brother.
Well, I agree with you, Mefisto. The fans love you. I love you. I think you're doing a great job, but there are a lot of people objectively, and your name doesn't come up right away. They just doesn't. I mean, that's just, I agree with you. I'm with you 100% in your corner, but that's people's perceptions. But I'll tell you what, let's get to the chat.
I put butts in seats, brother.
You definitely do it, and I certainly make sure we get a couple of extra butts in those seats. And I see Mefisto on those posters, and that's certainly why part of the reason why I'm making sure we get two more butts out there this Saturday at the Palo Community Center. So let's get to the chat. Do me a favor. If you're here right now, go sub to the IMF's YouTube page. They are closing in on 3,000 subscribers. I want you to do it if you haven't yet, or if you have, tell your friends, tell their friends, and let's make sure we support the IMF. They are on the road to their historic 1-year live indoor venue anniversary and Winter Clash. In that main event is these two gentlemen right here. Boy, would I love to be there at the Palo Community Center, but you can be there at my guest. Okay. Okay. So here we go. And let's get to the chat here. Let me get to a couple people. I'm way behind it. There we go. Zilla would like to say hello. Hi to Omen Black and Mefisto. Thank you very much. Abraham Storm, who's here next Tuesday, who's going to follow you guys up, would like to say hello. All Wrestling Matters. Thank you very much, Zilla, for reminding us that. Hillbilly Tilly, who's back here on Friday, would like to say howdy, fellas. He also says he's a fan of yours, but he doesn't bring up Mefisto. Omen goes back to your point tonight. Okay.
I could tell that gets right under your skin.
Brother, you've been around probably twice as amount of time as I have, and I've accomplished more, I feel like, in that amount of time that I've been around. The whole year I've been doing live shows. I've done
I'm glad you
so much without having to get handed things, brother.
I'm glad you said something so stupid. Mefisto, I want to tell you this right now. And again, look at me when I'm talking to you, boy. You are the epitome of a joke. You are a joke to all of us who's trying to make it and trying to make it in this business. See, you want to claim that you're the top guy, but really you're just a mid-card champion holding the top guy prize.
Brother, you can't say I claim anything when I have it right here, brother. It's on my shoulder. What am I claiming?
Not the top guy. You're not a top guy at all.
Where's the claim, brother? The proof is in the pudding.
Freddie Daniels is more of a top guy than you are.
Oh, the guy that licks the bottom of my shoes every time he touches a ring near me. Sure, brother. I'll believe that.
He made you.
Well,
he made me, brother. I believe I took his intergalactic title and made him relevant.
Is that the case?
Making him chase after something he was never going to touch, brother.
Did he put you over made you relevant?
Well, I'll tell you what, you can definitely cut the tension here with a knife. Let me get to some more people because there's a lot of people out there, predictably, that want to talk to you
Am
guys.
I getting to you yet? I am getting to you, aren't I?
Well, you know what? I'll say this much here. Mephisto at least has been here the entire time, unlike when, say, some guy...
Oh, no, he hasn't been here yet. He's about to clock in right now. He's about to clock in.
He's
The real
been here
Mephisto's
still
about to
longer
be
than
here.
when Craven Rage used to show up here. He's still been here longer.
We still got 40 minutes for the real Mephisto to show up.
Well, I got some more people here still in the chat. So let me say hello to my buddy Nathaniel Rage, the devil himself, who, by the way, seems like he's got Mr. Brightside in his sights. He has a page on YouTube, House of Rage Productions. Give him a sub. I put it in the chat. Hello. Ox McCoy has got a lot to say. I'll get to him in a minute. How you doing, Ox? Good to see you, Ox. Also, hi to the hardcore champion. Yep, from the Sinners, Ox McCoy. Color Me Shocked, another devil in wrestling. He's talking about Nathaniel. But the nameless ones are here. You know, Mephisto, I if you don't mind, I would like to ask you, the nameless ones, we are here. Do you have an opinion on that? I mean, anything you'd like to add toward that, sir?
Nothing on my book, brother. They don't. This Mr. Nameless one doesn't hit my DMs or messages with me at all, so I have no idea about it, brother.
All right, well, let me get to some more people here in the channel. A lot of people want to say hello, so let me give them a chance before we get to some more things. Yep, I want to say hello to my friends from the land down under in Australia, one half of the Wrestling Zero Tag Team Champions, Mr. Rob Ryan. He says hello to everybody. Hello. My mother was here. I hope she stayed here. Hopefully she wasn't scared away from Omen Black doing what she did. That's okay.
Sorry,
She says,
Mr. Bryce.
No. Actually, she would enjoy it. I was just joking with her. I told her I would give her a joke. She said she liked what you were saying. So there you have it. Yes. Hello. And she says that she's a rock goddess, and that means that she's probably left the chat. Who knows?
That explains your hair, Tom.
Well, I had good genes. Let's just say figuratively and literally. But that's why we're not about me. My friends in Roseburg, Oregon, who apparently Justin Parsley seems to be going to, but I'm sure, Mr. Black, you'll be very happy if your brother still, I think, in the Foundation Soldier GP does defeat Justin Parsley and then gives him permanently a one-way ticket to Roseburg, Oregon. So at least at the very certain, you won't have to deal with Justin Parsley anymore, right? So that'll be still good. I know you're not worried about
them. I'm not worried about him or Soldier.
But you wouldn't still want to have a smile if Justin Parsley was defeated on Saturday and he was permanently out of the IMF. You wouldn't smile about that in any way. You wouldn't feel good about that after what you went through with Justin Parsley. Really? After what you went through?
I want to try one myself.
Well, I think that the guy that used to work for wanted to do that, but then again, we don't even want to bring him up because he likes pedos. Should have checked under the bed for the boogeyman, meaning Mephisto. Yeah. I actually did believe in the boogeyman once upon a time before you came here, Omen. I did. You know, if my mother's here, she should cover her ears. But growing up in Brooklyn, I used to think the boogeyman was real because we lived near a boiler in my room. But it's a different show for a different time. She didn't hear that. She probably is like, "What the hell is he talking about?" Hello. Yes, I thank you, Mom. You said hello. Hello. Who else we got? By the way, here we go. Ox McCoy, the cracks finally. The foundation will crumble. You're excited? Feel those nipples. Foundation crumbled? No. I don't see it. No. Okay, we'll move on. Omen, Mefisto, I know you can speak for the boys, but definitely a distressed Omen Black tonight. All right, who else we got here? We got some more comments. Background noise. Oh, Ox McCoy is clapping. Sounds like I'm listening to myself talking to Omen. Omen. Okay. Soldier snaked that championship out from under you, Omen. I'm glad you've opened your eyes. I mean, this is not what I thought I'd be hearing. Ox McCoy is now all of a sudden a man you wrestled not too long ago is now cheering you on. I don't know what to say anymore. But hit the sub button for the IMF.
He's an idiot, just like all of them. They're idiots.
Okay, we'll move on. Abraham has subbed to the IMF's YouTube channel, so he's not an idiot, and you're not an idiot if you sub to the IMF. Johnny Walker wants to say Mefisto. Yeah, brother. This is the crowd. The people are here for they're here for Mefisto. Thank you, Ox. I did remind me of that. Speaking of people, oh yeah, brothers. Joby. Got Joby. And Jovi's here on Christmas. Jovi's got it going on. Jovi is definitely here on Christmas. Santa Claus and Jovi. Maybe Jovi will answer some of the things we spoke about, Omen. We made some points there about nepotism and the year of Jovi and not so good. But if you are here, because he is a brother, we got to make sure you go sub to Sean Jovi's YouTube channel. You know what time it is, 791 subscribers. You better be up, not down. Go sub to Jovi's YouTube channel. He's got it going on, and he certainly wants a better Christmas than he's had in prior years. So that's his YouTube channel. Give him a sub. The Evil Angel Judas says Omen, but not Mefisto. Says Omen, not Mefisto. Interesting. Hello to Judas, by the way. Sean Jovi said, Summer of Jovi was decent, fall not so much. Mefisto made me spit out my popcorn. Okay, popcorn. Out of laughter, by the way. Sure, Jovi. What else we got here? Omen. I think what Abraham is saying, basically, F everybody.
Win.
That's what for the. Oh, I thought he said F the world, like Taz, FTW, for the win. Omen for the win. Thank you, Abraham. What's another lovely winter evening with Tom and my IMF brothers? Yes, it is definitely that time. And speaking of people who are here, of course, the hall monitor of Sportswire Radio, self-proclaimed Justin Parsley, IMF's first real wrestler in the house. All hail. But they're not mentioning Mefisto tonight. You know, Omen, have you noticed it? It's a lot more Omen mentions, not as much as Mefisto.
I've been saying this. Mefisto is nothing but a joke who's causing an infestation in the IMF with Mephistonites cheering, going, "Oh yeah, brother, look at me. Look at me. You're a fucking idiot."
it's getting personal here on Sportswire. Let me tell you something. This is certainly turning into a Donnie.
Last time I saw someone do this, he was in Michigan or in Indiana doing one of these.
Yeah, well, that's true too. Good point. The latter we're not mentioning ever again. Indiana, that you know what, fill in the blanks.
I say this. You were brought in to be the bitch of Prince of Chia. When I won my first world title, I remember getting hit in the back of a chair by you because you were the lap dog of Prince of Chia.
Everyone's got to start somewhere, brother.
Typical. You got to follow Ace Diamond. Yet again, you're following someone. You're following the foundation. That's all you are.
Brother, you said I went and got Ace Diamond.
You will never.
You said I went and found Ace Diamond, so he followed me to you guys.
We all knew who was pulling the strings there. Ace Diamond.
Brother, Ace Diamond doesn't have an arm to pull a string. We can tell.
Well, Mefisto, let me ask you one question before I get to
dumbass to know a post match, touch four corners. You should be
before I get
to know the rules of that.
Before I get to the rest of the chat, I know a lot of people want to talk to you. Mefisto, do you have any regrets over the past year? Any regrets?
The only regret I have is trusting that slime ball. No good. Smells like aftershave, but like the aftershave that is way too much, but it's been on way too long. Doesn't wash its clothes. Yeah. Ace Diamond.
You know what they call that? They call that old man cologne. Old man aftershave. They call that.
You know what, bro? I call him a piece of shit is what I call him.
Well, you can do that. We'll certainly we'll get to something else here. Give me a few minutes. Let me see who else is here. I do have to get to some more comments. The one thing that these two have in common is a common interest of every IMF superstar. You're lucky it's not a triple threat. You know what it is, brother. Well, okay, and my mother's laughing.
Brother, is his picture you?
Yes, he actually confirmed it.
Tom, I actually have a little bone to pick with you a little bit, Tom.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty good, Parsley. I like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, to promote the show tonight with me and Mefisto.
Yes.
Like, just back your example. It was a video of Soldier GP and Justin Parsley.
I asked him about what Justin Parsley thought about who would he like to face between Omen Black and Mefisto. That's what I asked.
I get that, Tom, and that's fine. But, you know, it just goes back to what you said earlier. I was living behind Soldier GP, Justin Parsley, Sean Jovi, Anthony Steele, Prince of Chia, Mefisto. I've seemed to be lost in the woodwork somewhere.
Well, tonight you're certainly telling us that you're having a coming out party. Let's just put it that way. And Mefisto,
No,
it might
I'm
be
not
here.
dressed parsley, but
He's gonna find that out in Oregon. I'm gonna tell you what. He's gonna find that out in Oregon. Let's say Mr. Parsley's gonna have to work. He's gonna if what Soldier does to him on Saturday is gonna be rough. You just wait till he goes to Roseburg. My mother is enjoying you, Omen Black. So you got at least one person.
I'll say this. She's a Dio fan. Can't be wrong with that.
A Dio fan because actually, she does like to sing "Holy Diver." She likes to sing "Rainbow in the Dark," and I think was it my Godfather that was connection. I forget what it was, but yeah, Soldier is here. Soldier is here. He's here. He showed up. He did show up. Foundation members are here. Hello to everyone. I feel the tides are turning. Maybe it's time to leave the shore.
Drago.
You know what time it is. Tom is the
He's just saying Drago.
He reminds me of remember the Limpton commercial with Rocky? I realized that Omen Black is going to take all of us and kill us for it was funny. I had to break the fourth wall. Thank you very much. Yes, we know you're a rock goddess, and we appreciate that. Yes, Dio does rule. Yes, Ronnie James Dio. By the way, on the record, I did think he was a better singer than Ozzy and Black Sabbath. Don't at me now, everybody. If you want to at me on that, I will say go listen to the Mob Rules.
That's bold.
I agree with you, Tom.
I think both the Mob Rules and Heaven and Hell and Dehumanizer were far better than any of the Black Sabbath albums, except like the first two. After that, I'm with Dio.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna say that. I have no problem saying that. I did listen. I have the Mob Rules on cassette somewhere. Yeah, I like the Dio era way better. Speaking of people who are dying, I'm sure to talk. Anthony Steele, who I'm sure he'll be here Thursday. I mean, him and a microphone. Let's just say that. Sup, Real Meal. Yeah, there you go. When the foundations are being destroyed, what can the righteous do? What time is Mass on Sunday? Palm 11:03. I don't remember telling you to show up tonight, Steele. That's Thursday's show. Anywhere, anytime. How you guys doing? I show up when I want to, Parsley. What else we got? We got a few more comments. Anthony, yep, hello, Rob Ryan. Anthony, you must be senile. You must be forgetting your place. That is always at least second behind me. You are already forgiven. Yeah. How many times are we going to hear about Soldier, Steel, or Saint? Why not Omen? Why not Mefisto? Why not any of the clearly better wrestlers like any of the Diamonds or the Sinners? Interesting. I'll tell you what. Johnny Walker.
That's why your mom's my biggest fan. Next comment.
I'm going to say we love all the moms out there. Thank you for bringing us on this earth. I know my mom would love to be the beneficiary of my bank account. Yes, I'll make sure that'll happen. But in the meantime, stay tuned to Sportswire. Who else we got? Also, Rob Ryan says, go Omen, beat Mefisto. Yeah, we're not going to go there. That might work in the West Village in Manhattan, but we're on Sportswire. I'm not
Rob Slater. I think Rob Slater hacked his.
No, I think I think that's like half of the roster in Indiana still left. I mean, but they do that. But they do that with little kids. We don't want to go there.
Get out of here, Josh.
Let's just say I have a pick of who I want to walk out as champ on Saturday. Okay, I got a lot from what I've seen tonight, but I mean, Omen Black, do you have anything you want to share to Mefisto or talk about with him that we're missing? Because I feel like you said a lot, but I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing tonight. I still am kind of wondering.
See, I just want Mefisto. I want you to know that there's gonna be no hard feelings, though. I'm just trying to make history, make the IMF a better place. Because with you being champion, the laughing stock. You make us a laughing stock. See, the locker room needs a leader, a fearless leader, one that they can get behind, trust in, not one they can laugh at and poke fun at. That's not you. It's never gonna be you. It's never gonna be Freddie Daniels or any of the other diamonds in the rough or whoever you roll with, the foundation. It's not gonna be Jovi, Drago, or Soldier. It is my time. You guys are all doing your own things with Sinners, Diamonds, the Prince of Chias. But I'm the one that's going to bring back the IMF into where it belongs, on the pedestal of underground wrestling. Not you, me. Because at one point, we were the biggest company here on Sportswire when I was champion.
Brother, I do believe since I've taken over as champion, views on our videos have gone up quite exponentially, if I must say.
Subscribers are up. Subscribers have been, I think, was it 700 new subscribers, give or take, Mefisto, since you've won the belt? We were what? Right around 2000?
You're not a champion that people can believe in.
But yeah, we got the. I don't understand, brother. Like I got the belt. I put the butts in the seats. The views on the videos. The merch. I don't understand, brother. In your eyes, what you're seeing, I think you're a little blinded here.
If anyone's here, the one that's blind, it's you. Take the shades off. Look in a mirror.
I look in the mirror, brother. You know what I see when I do? I see these glorious biceps, brother, that I use to slam people around.
You're not going to
wait a minute. Mefisto, you said something interesting there. Are you referring to past with Omen Black? Because you said slam, and it sounds like, are you trying to bring up the past when you have very briefly crossed paths with the Boogeyman?
I mean, if we got to talk about the choke slam I've given him, or do we got to talk about the second rope power bomb I gave him? I mean, we can talk about it.
But did you ever get the job done?
Brother, I do believe I did all those things when I was a greenhorn who did not know what even four corners was. Tell me, brother, when's the last time someone picked you up like that besides Anthony Steele? Nobody.
When's the last time you beat me? Never.
When's the last time you beat me, brother?
LMFP. We were the finalists in that battle royal for the number one contendership.
Brother, you had your little Jimmy Payton House of Wolves guy sneak in last minute to try to take me out and weigh me down. So, sure, brother, we can count that if you want.
Let's talk about our LMFP six-man tag match. I'm pretty sure the Foundation won.
Pretty sure I didn't take the pin, though, brother.
Still, a loss, a loss.
Pretty sure in that triple threat, Felix Jones took the pin, not me, brother.
Still beat you.
But your claim, brother, that is you lost the belt the same way I lost the match against you. So how does that work, brother? How does one work for the other?
It only worked for me. That's the point.
Oh, there's it comes back to, Tom. It only works for Omen Black. He doesn't want to be in the Foundation anymore because he's not the star. He doesn't.
Are you gonna make me change my rules? No, you're not.
Living in my shadow, brother.
You said something really interesting there. So, from your interpretation of the group, alongside the rest of the members, the rest of your brothers, such as Jovi, Drago, who's here, Soldier, Dirties, I'm sure somewhere working on Saturday's show, all of you guys see yourselves as brothers, and there's no leader here. There's no true leader in the group. Is that what you're telling me? That's what it kind of sounds like, that you guys are all just, everybody's on the same page, and that Omen seems like he's more about himself, not the rest of the group. Is that what you're trying to allege here tonight?
From what I've heard all tonight, that's all I'm hearing is it's Omen this and it's Omen that, and that's all I'm hearing, brother. All up until tonight, I didn't think that was the type of guy he was. I had high respect for this man, this Omen Black. I was looking forward.
Either. I think most of us thought everything was okay with the Foundation. I mean, we had Soldier and Justin Parsley here about 2 weeks ago, and it seemed like it was the Sinners that had these problems. And Anthony Steele goes his way. I'ma do what I'ma do. And Justin Parsley's going on about.
Do not compare me to Anthony Steele.
No, we're not certainly doing that. Anthony Steele, only Nolan Money McDermott wants to be compared to Anthony Steele, I think. But there's only one Anthony Steele. He'll be here Thursday, and he'll have a lot to say, I'm sure. But, the facts are is that what I think the comparisons about Omen is that it seemed to be a couple of weeks ago, it was the Sinners that had these problems. I thought all you guys in the Foundation understood everybody does things.
It's a weird time in IMF.
It's a very weird time in the IMF.
We got the Sinners Foundation finally going at it for the last time. We got Mefisto being world champion, which I don't think deserves to be world champion. He's handing out title shots to people I don't think deserve title shots. We got El Drago being the briefcase holder. Is he going to cash it on this match or any other match down the road? What else? We got Damien Saint, who's here, not here. Who's here, who's not here.
The Midwest Express now seem like they've taken a bit of a turn. Ox McCoy seems to be the
turn. Ace Diamond's always got some shit up his sleeves.
How about this Mr. Brightside? He's not aligned with anybody. I mean, this Mr. Brightside guy, he seems to be the talk of everywhere. I even hear in the promo wrestling world now, they're talking about him.
We got Ox McCoy making people bleed, making his own brother bleed. York the Viking.
Well, Ox McCoy is here. He'll make all of us bleed if we don't agree.
Also got the nameless ones. Not got to worry about these whoever they are.
The nameless one, but the nameless one. That's been a topic here for weeks. This nameless one. And nobody seems to have an idea of
what's going on. So much going on right now.
Nobody seems to know. Every time, Omen, I know it's your show, so you're watching, at least from afar. But there are people that say, well, this person, I've heard, well, JX is the nameless one. I've heard, maybe James Taylor is the nameless one. I'm like, yeah, James Taylor ain't the nameless one. I've heard all these different, I heard even on Sunday's show, well, Peyton from the company STBW, maybe he's the nameless one. I hear all these different people that they just want to guess and speculate who the nameless one is. And I'm like, I have no idea. Literally, I couldn't tell you anything as to why this has been a topic the past 5 or 6 weeks here.
My thing is, I'm the person that needs to set the IMF back on course. It's got to be me. I'm the only one who can do it.
So are you saying that the IMF cannot thrive and prosper long term if Mefisto walks out this Saturday at the Palo Community Center still the IMF champion? Is that what you're saying here tonight?
No, I'm done, Tom. I'm done holding back my strengths. I'm done apologizing for hurting people or who I didn't hurt, what feelings I've hurt. I'm done.
You're done.
All the guys in the back of in the locker room should be thanking me for who and what I am and what I fucking do in that ring every time I go out there. Because if it wasn't for me, we wouldn't be where we're at now. See,
are you not getting the respect in that locker room that you should be?
Some people sit here and think that Mefisto here is the hero in this story. He's not the hero. I'm the real hero in this story. And when I
didn't know we were heroes versus villains
again,
here.
You shut your mouth while I'm talking.
You won't stop talking, brother. Give me a goddamn minute.
And when I get my world title back,
maybe I need to spout and take over the show and say it's mine so I can tell everyone to shut up when they're on, huh? That should be what I should do, brother.
You're looking at fucking mute you right now. Ooh.
Why, brother? Because you stole a show? That's how you're relevant?
I got it fair and square.
Yeah, fair and square, brother. Just like how you lost the title to begin with.
Well, he didn't get pinned though when he
lost. But by the rules, brother, by that rule standard, that match he was in, fair and square, he lost.
Well, you know what? Let me get to
that pin.
A couple of people want to talk to you guys. Anthony Steele says, "Omen, you got my respect, so you do what you got to do this Saturday." I can see Anthony saying, "Don't worry, James Taylor's here tomorrow. I'm sure he'll be saying plenty of that." I feel like Omen has a great chance at winning this weekend because he actually won his right to face Mefisto, unlike his former challengers. This is just, I'm in Bizarro land tonight. I mean, Sinners members.
Fuck off. I don't need you backing me up.
Will my mother want to be on Sportzwire? I don't know. I don't think this is her audience. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Maybe she'll take over. Maybe
I think Steele has some brown shit on his nose, brother.
I don't know about that, but I'll just say if it's time for
you and Joby must have brown shit on your guys' nose.
Well, you know what? Beep, Aura plus 5,000. Okay. You act as dumb as you look sometimes. Steele, the Skinner, taller one isn't called Omen. That one's a Mefisto. That's the one we're pulling for. Okay. Il Drago says, I'll say some of us are writing books on the same page, but some of us have things set in stone. Set in stone. Set in stone.
Drago.
Mefisto, this
What
has to.
What is that? You just always every time Drago is just a comment. Drago. You're an idiot.
Mephisto,
I
every
really
time
think you are dumb as fuck.
Mephisto, I will say that you will always make me think of the Lipton Rocky commercial. The way you said Drago.
Makes you think of me, though, don't it?
I am thinking of
No,
it. I
he
am.
sounds like Sling Blade.
Mephisto, don't worry. I'm still donating 2 tickets. But there is somebody else that wants to say, finish these dorks, Omen, meaning let's you to finish Mephisto and everybody else.
That's Frank the Tank.
Well, he's a legend, and we say hello to Frank the Tank. I mean,
Shout
you've
out
got
to Frank the Tank.
how you doing, Frank the Tank? I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you hit the sub button for us and hit the sub button for the IMF. And if you like what you hear from us, we're here Thursday night, same time, same bat channel, and you'll get a chance to see everybody else out there. So I hope you tune in. But Mefisto, I mean, do you have anything else you want to say or anything you want to say to Omen? Because you did make a point. Omen's had the microphone for a majority of the conversation, and maybe it's your time now to say something to make. Okay, there you go. He's muting you, so there you go, Mefisto. There you go.
Well, now you can't even hear me, brother. That's disrespectful. I had to sit here and listen to you, John. You're gonna go throw your headphones off.
I'm going to respectfully interrupt. Actually, Omen put himself on mic, so you could say something to him so he won't respond.
Well, I know, but then he goes and takes his headphones off.
Well, that's the point.
So I gotta listen to him spout a bunch of bullshit in my ear, but he doesn't gotta listen to me.
Mephisto, I love you, Mefisto. We love having you here, but actually, Omen is actually trying to help you right now. Actually, objectively speaking, so he's not saying anything.
I understand he's not saying it. I get that part, but the fact that he's not gonna hear what I have to say.
No, don't worry, he actually can hear you. He's just muting, so if he speaks, we can't hear him. So
I assume those headphone thingies were where the sound was coming from, and he threw them off.
So, you're a wonderful human being, and I really think the world of you. But you should certainly not. We're live. We're not. This is not pre-recorded. This is like live. So just speak. Omen's really hearing you, so I'm gonna say, just please speak. You are more than welcome. He's actually giving you the opportunity to address him.
Bro, this is why everyone thinks I'm stupid, is because of shit like this happens. Omen Black thinks he's a fucking funny guy throwing his headphones off in the air like that. So I had to sit here and I got to listen to him talk about his pirated show that he takes over and no one else is allowed to talk. Brother, I picked up guys as big as you. I've thrown them around. I'm going to do the same to you. You want to run your mouth about Sean Jovi? You want to run your mouth about Soldier GP? That's fine, brother. I'm going to fight for the foundation this weekend, and you got another thing coming, brother. Oh, yeah.
There he is. There he is, everyone. That's the real Mefisto. The one who wants to finally come through, break through, and show the real him. The angry side of you. How does it feel to be the real you for once?
Guess you'll find out come Saturday, brother, won't you?
Well, Saturday we'll be here Thursday to preview it.
I'll be here Thursday.
We'll be here Thursday. By the way, Nolan Money McDermott is here. Omen effing sucks. Anthony Steele 2.0 has arrived. And some guy here. I mean, we'll just like I would be fun. Omen, I'd love to.
You're Mefisto. My bad. You make this guy look like Stephen Hawking.
Well, and Anthony Steele wants to say this. All I'm saying is Omen made a great point because he earned the right to face Mefisto, and that's all I speak about is facts. And right there, Omen speaks about facts. And Nolan Money McDermott, we knew he likes Anthony Steele, but he ain't a 2.0, which I agree with him on that. And he's going to tell us why in STBW when he takes the STBW championship back from Executioner. So that'll certainly be that. But, I mean, obviously, those are great stuff. I know, Omen, you really could care two hoots about that. But, I mean,
who's that guy? Who's he wrestled for? No.
STBW?
No. Never heard of him.
Well, we're going to find out. I mean, obviously, we'll certainly see. And if you want to follow the IMF, it's IMF Wrestling on YouTube. And we'll see a slew of our favorites here and a few of them. And I think that we'll have to see what happens. But, I mean, I don't know, Omen, but I guess anything else you want to say before closing thoughts or anything else on your mind as we get ready for yet this match that I think is going to be highly anticipated.
I just want the boys in the back in the locker room to be prepared to be set in a new era. Be set on track. Yeah, new era, Tom.
Yeah.
See, we had Soulja, we had Mefisto, but now it's time to go back to where it was. The IMF was the greatest place to be when Omen Black's champion. When Omen Black's the top guy. And don't worry, we'll be there December 21st.
December 21st. I cannot wait. The Palo Community Center. And I think that everybody should be there because it is going to be the most eagerly anticipated show of the year. It is at Winter Clash at the Palo Community Center, and it's going to be here coming up. And again, the doors are going to open at 5:30. Match time 6:30. So get there early. Get there nice and early. And, Omen, I actually, I was going to do something, but now I think for whatever reason, I'm getting a signal of something that there's something I need to bring here live to the audience. And I know it's your show, Omen, and I know Mefisto's the champion, so I'd have to ask both.
I swear to God,
here.
if it's James Taylor or Anthony Steele, I'm going to lose my shit.
No, that'll probably be Thursday. Well, James is here tomorrow, and Anthony knows it's no foundation, no sinners tonight. So he's here Thursday, though. But no, it's not. Right. I can assure you it's not. I'm going to tell you right now. It's not James Taylor. It's not Anthony Steele. It's not Justin Parsley. And it's not Soulja GP. But it's something very important tonight that I have to bring.
Is it Zilla? Zilla, do you?
Zilla, I would love Zilla for her to replace me on Sportswire, but that's not something she wants to do. But it's not Zilla, not that. But there is something that for you both gentlemen that I have to bring up to the floor. I have to bring it here live for the audience because I have received a message and I have received a request from something completely out of my control, out of my hands, and out of respect to both of you gentlemen, I have to ask you, but I most certainly have to bring this to the floor. If I don't, it's going to certainly have significant repercussions toward actually both of you, as a matter of fact. Both of you.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You sure? You sure? You all right, Mefisto? You okay? I got to do it.
He's your show, Tom.
He's just I got the best of him.
All right. Well, you know what, Mefisto? It's actually both of your shows. You're here, but you know what? Oh, wait a minute! My God, it's the Nameless One. What we've heard for weeks, the Nameless One, and it's an hourglass of time. And whoa! Oh my God! Time is ticking. Time is ticking. This Saturday. Time is ticking. It's ticking. The countdown has begun. The countdown has begun to the Nameless One. The Nameless One. For weeks, we've heard about the Nameless One. And the Nameless One has appeared in the form of an hourglass. Is time finally up on Mefisto? Is time up on this era that we've seen in the IMF? Because it's now seeming to dawn that the Nameless One is now just days away from appearing in the Palo Community Center.
Trying to get our face out of that.
I've never seen anything like this. An hourglass of time. And time is ticking. And time waits for no one. And it seems like just bizarrely, and the Nameless One is now left the building. The Nameless One leaves as clock now begins to count down. Counts down to this Saturday, fellas.
Fitting.
Is Cinderella
Fitting.
about to strike midnight? Or is there something we don't even know?
Yeah, Omen's ego is finally going to hit 0.
Ooh.
I think you're just a little mad that I got the best. I exposed you for who you really are.
Brother, are you trying to take credit for Prince of Chia?
Right.
Is that what you're trying to do? Because he's the first one to make me angry, brother. All you're doing is just poking the bear.
He had to do it by pure violence.
Brother, if you wanted the bear, all you had to do was ask. You agree? Oh, brother.
Come on. Let it out. Let out. This is your only good chance you have left before people see that what a bit of a joke you are. December 21st, I'm getting my title back.
This joke's your IMF World Heavyweight Champion.
And that's the problem. Our joke is the IMF World Heavyweight Champion.
Use this word joke like you know what it means, brother. But the only joke I see is the guy who lost his IMF World Hardcore title and then lost a match after that and then lost another match after that and then couldn't even beat Anthony Steele. Jovi had him all but beat until he had to use brass knuckles, brother. Why couldn't you beat him?
If you want to go down that path, Mefisto, at least when I'm world champion, I make people earn title shots. I don't hand them out to my best fucking friends.
Brother Prince of Chia earned his title shot. You,
Did he, though?
I mean, in the same context, you won yours.
No, you just wanted vengeance, and I applaud you for that. You wanted vengeance.
Brother, the vengeance came afterwards. He attacked me, and, that just can't be just letting it go.
No shit, dipshit. That's why it's vengeance. You don't get vengeance for the first act of violence. No. You get vengeance because of what someone did to you. You got revenge.
It's not revenge when I gave him what he wanted, brother.
I can't tell if I'm talking to you or
I'm going to give you.
Daniels.
I'm going to give you exactly what you're asking for. The same thing he did.
Hell.
You both asked for the same thing. Soldier GP asked for the same thing, and look who has the title now.
He's not me. It's not me. When I lost my world title, it's not me. I'm a way different Omen now than I was about, 13, 14 months ago?
And I'm a whole different Mefisto, brother.
Well, you know what? I don't even know what more to say other than I can't wait for Winter Clash. I can't wait for Thursday night. I mean, what a certainly evening we've had here tonight on Sportswire Radio. We saw the Nameless one appear in an hourglass, and we've had Mefisto and Omen Black seem like they're transforming in front of our very eyes. And I mean, it's certainly a show that I'm going to remember for a long time. And Kato says hello, and he'd like to knock both you guys out. I don't know. He'd have to, I guess, figure that out. Take it sleazy.
Yeah, right.
Follow my lead. I've never needed any of you ox. Let me prove I'm more of a warrior.
That's why you're saying it in the comments, Kato.
Well, I don't know about that. And Hillbilly Tilly does want to say it's your show, by the way. He emphatically says it's your show. Kato is back. Do what you both must have to, but Uso, Omen, we've grown close since the road from Summer Bash. Don't do this, Us. There's still enough time to not change currents. This is the first of your Foundation brothers, though, that is telling you, though, that he doesn't like this from you tonight. Jovi didn't say anything about it. Soldier didn't say anything about it. Dirty's been suspicious in his absence. But it's Drago who's speaking up for the group, and he's, in all intents and purposes, one of the most recent members, but he's saying, don't do this. He's at least the one guy that's speaking up tonight. The one guy.
Drago.
I can't. So there you go. Just every time, just gotta say Drago like an idiot. But you know what? I'll say this. Drago's the only one who had the nerve to say anything. You're right, Tom. Because what can Soulja and Jovi and Dirty say that I haven't already said? What can they say that just prove anything I've said? They know I'm telling the truth. And if they want to think I'm not, then tell me I'm not telling the truth. Go on, tell me. It's one of you.
Well, you
both
made,
of you.
you
Come
made,
on, tell
well,
me
you
I'm
made
not
a
telling
lot
the
of
truth.
points tonight. Well, you made some points about Jovi getting a title shot that a lot of people would say, you know what? Did Jovi deserve a title shot? Did Jovi deserve title shot after title shot? And I mean, Dirty's the one, by the way, that brought in Anthony Steele. Omen Black, you didn't want Anthony Steele back in the IMF. You didn't want him back. It was Dirty who did that. That is not against the foundation to bring Steele in. You didn't want him back. You defeated Anthony Steele, what I remember, almost 2 years ago. You brought him here. You didn't want him here.
And it wasn't me who brought Damian Saint back.
You had a lot. Oh, you had a lot. Listen, your problems early in the year was well documented with Damian Saint. So it seems like that's your, certainly, I guess, disagreements with the foundation. I mean, Steele is a guy you didn't want here. You were vocally critical about Anthony Steele. I mean, Damian Saint, you've been even more critical about. And now it seems like you seem like you're going your own current, your own way, but the foundation, maybe they didn't know what time it is the whole time. Maybe it just, you didn't know what time it is from the rest of the group, because Omen seemed like you guys were on different time zones. Maybe you guys were just on different time zones. Maybe, Omen, you're still on daylight savings and the rest of the group is, well, maybe asleep at the wheel. Maybe they're still sleeping, whereas you're certainly looking to move with time. Move with time.
I'm just ahead of the curve, Tom. See, these guys, even our world champion here, they want to live in the matrix. They want to live in the simulation. You see, I guess I'm just woken up, I guess.
You've woken up. You've woken up. Well, let me get to Soulja. Soulja does want to say this, though. He does want to say this. Let me put this on pause so we can show the poster one more time. I go like this so you can see it. Oh, well, you know what? Well, it'll wait. Omen, do what you got to do, but at the end of the day, we're still brothers. Good luck at Winter Clash. Took Soulja almost to the end of the show. Took him almost to the end of the show. How do you feel about that, Omen?
If you're really my brother, and I want you to pay attention, if you're really my brother, Soulja GP, you better not show up around that ring during my match.
Fair. Good luck to you, Mefisto, by the way. And thank you, Kato. Yes, thank you, Kato. I really appreciate that. And he says he'll talk to the IMF one day. Good enough. Kato is in the Midwest these days, by the way, just so everybody knows. But anyone taking bets on the identity of the nameless one? I don't know. That's a great question. Maybe it'll
bet.
Yeah, you taking bets?
I think it's Zilla.
She has a name, though. She has a name.
Everyone's, even the nameless one's got a name.
But it's nameless. Zilla has a name. She's Zilla.
We're all addressing the nameless one as the nameless one. Hence, it has a name. I know they're idiots.
But I've heard names like JX. I've heard JX is a name that gets ballyhooed. I've heard Peyton from STBW is a name because Peyton hasn't been
Could
seen.
it be Damian Saint? Again, he's returning for the third time.
But he hasn't. But yeah, all right. Damian Saint, you know what? It's a name. It's certainly a name that would kind of fit.
DJ Black, he's not.
But he's a good guy now. No, he's good. He's really trying a new path these days. I don't know about that. Well, I got a name. How about Big Man Cam? Big Man Cam.
It could be Cam.
That's the kind of guy that would be that. I'd say Big Man Cam is the kind of guy.
Let's talk about people who's probably not that. I can tell you right
Steele.
now, it's
Anthony
probably
Steele.
not.
There's no shot in hell Anthony Steele is the nameless one.
There ain't no way it's Craven Rage. Who?
Yeah, no, that's not happening. Zero shot. Anybody named Craven, you're not going to be the nameless one. James Taylor is not the nameless one because he's got a name. I mean, he's James Taylor. He's got 140,000 followers. You remind you that it ain't Jason Storm. Definitely ain't him. He's got a name now.
Oh, he's a real puppet master, pulling the strings, being the puppet master. Mephisto, you know what that's like. Ace Stein was pulling your strings for the longest time.
I'll tell you, it's not Freddie Daniels. It ain't him. Ox McCoy has confirmed it's not him, by the way. He has confirmed it is not him. He wants to confirm it.
He'll be lying.
He's saying, though, Zilla asked him, Zilla, to his credit, asked, who are you, the nameless ones? And he says, I'm not nameless.
You know what? Parson, I know you're listening. It could be Rob Slater.
Well,
he's been here. He has been here.
Matthew Forsaken's an interesting name.
It could, you know what? It could be Forsaken. He's on a dark path right now in REW. Who's to say it's not him?
You know what? I mean, I
Dark
wouldn't
Kron.
be shocked.
Dark Kron would be pulling all of our legs right now, saying he's
Yeah,
injured.
but Kron is like Jovi. Kron doesn't have it in him. Forsaken, I'll tell you what, Forsaken makes a lot of sense. He's too good of a man. Kron's a beloved figure. I can't see Kron do that. Forsaken, yeah.
That's why it'd be perfect for you not to suspect
No,
him.
Kron, it would be like Hogan turning heel like after WrestleMania 3. I mean, people would really like. It'd be like Bret turning
It's
heel.
definitely not Silverwolf.
Stop! Seriously. Well, come on. We're live in prime time. We're not going to go there. Interesting name, Levi McDaniel.
He's been absent the past couple shows.
No, that's a good name. That's a good name.
Steve.
It's a good name.
Steve
is
the really question. You're not asking me, am I worried? I'm not worried at all, Tom.
Should Mefisto? Are you worried? Should you be worried, Mefisto, or no?
I ain't worried about no nameless one, brother.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, you know what?
Everything he's worried about is right here. Right here. That's the only thing he's got to worry about is me.
For everybody. I mean, you got all the matches, all your favorites are going to be there, and it's going to be taking place this Saturday, and we're going to be here Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. You're going to get a slew of your favorites. This guy steps one foot in Iowa. Yeah, I mean, there are certain people that step foot in Iowa. Yeah, I would think like that would be.
I heard through the grapevine he's going to have a death match here soon with Gunshot. It's called a light tube death match.
No, stop. Listen, can I break the fourth wall? Gunshot was just in a promo battle with our guest tonight, who was here earlier in the day, Nathaniel Rage, and he literally like trashed him to no tomorrow. I couldn't imagine Gunshot in a death match after he couldn't win a promo battle. How is he going to win a death match? And I have nothing against Gunshot, by the way. I have zero against him.
It could be C2. No,
stop. Let's address real wrestling right now. Let's not go there. Let's not give anybody any further attention. Okay, I got the point tonight. I think I know where I'm going. I think we're all in agreement on that one. Yeah, there's zero chance he's showing up to Iowa. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good one, Soldier. That's a pretty good one. Yes, Forsaken was in the promo package that we just saw. Yes, he's been in the IMF a few times. Yes, he has. So, yes, he would count. Yep, thank you for that. Yes, he was here on at least a few occasions. If you count before indoor venues several times. Okay, you gentlemen have any final thoughts? Anything else you want to say? Because I think I got the point tonight.
I'll let the champ go first because we all know this is going to be your last time being addressed as champ on Sportzwire.
The way you said that was like, Mefisto, floor is yours.
All the talking you did tonight, brother, all the bashing on the foundation, all the bashing on my best friend, Sean Jovi, all the bashing on me. That's about all I can take, brother. You know, you want a shot at this, it's fine. You can have it, but you're not going to like what's going to happen to you Saturday, brother.
I'll say this. You and Jovi deserve each other. Deserve to be best friends because you guys are nothing more than irrelevant pond scum.
It's funny, brother. I'm pretty sure the reason why you're acting like all boo-hoo is because you feel like you're irrelevant.
I guess we'll have to see, Mefisto.
Well, we'll find out, and we'll certainly do that. I don't have an announcement on this after Omen goes with his final words because it is his show. So you got the floor last. Anything you want to say, Omen? Take it away.
You mad? You mad? You keep shaking your head. I'm sorry. I could do this better than you can. I could talk. I don't go, yeah, brother. I'm not stealing someone else's gimmick.
You steal someone else's show, brother.
You're stealing CJ Black and Fletcher, where the fuck his name is.
Don't mention the last
You
one.
just did it again. I'm just here to set the IMF straight. Here to set it back on the right path to being the best company here in the Midwest.
You're here to set it down your own path, brother. You're here to take it and do what you want with it, is what I'm hearing.
I guess if you want to call me the Thanos of IMF, sure. Call me the Thanos of IMF.
Not about the Thanos, brother, but we can definitely call you the selfish one of the IMF, brother, at this point.
I'm here to save the IMF.
You're here to crave and rage all over the place, brother. That's all I'm hearing.
What is with these names coming back? These names that shall never be named again. They just seem to be a topic tonight. We're going forward here. Let's lead forward, gentlemen. That's my final word, Tom. I'm here to save the IMF. Well, I don't know if the IMF needs saving, but I tell you what,
They do.
Excited.
They do.
Why?
Okay, John Moxley, calm down, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're a big AEW mark. I forgot. See,
but who needs saving?
It does. You know what? And that really pisses you off that I say that because you know why? You just know that I'm better than you, and you know it. You little MJF mark.
Well, Nathaniel Rage was here earlier today, who looked like a little bit. But you know what? I tell you what. I don't know if the IMF needs saving, but I tell you what, we will be doing is we'll be saving some of this for Thursday night because guess what? We saw so much of you two gentlemen that you guys are going to be kicking off Thursday night's IMF Winter Clash preview in prime time, the brightest lights, the biggest stage. Same bat channel, same bat time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, plus a slew of your favorite IMF stars, including the U.S. champion, Anthony Steele, Sean Jovi, the resident rock star, the PWF champion, Justin Parsley, Soulja GP,
That's
popular
the main event for Sportswire, PWF title. That's the main event for Sportswire Thursday.
You want it, but we got you here as the opener. That's the people remember if they remember that first. You want to be here the whole Thursday night? We could do that. It's your show.
This is why we need saved. I'm done.
Well, would you rather have Steel? Well, would you want Steel to open first? Because if you have Steel opens, no one's ever getting on. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, we
just saying the world title being the opener. This is why we need saved people.
Mark my words. We could have the U.S. title open, but then nobody else will get on. And
no, it's fine. Dirty Donnie said it this way. It's fine. Dirty Donnie said it this way.
The owner of the company will get really mad. We don't want that. We want to make sure that we keep the owner very happy because I happen to like working with the owner. The owner's been doing a good job. He's been supporting us here on Sportswire. We like donating tickets to let the families come out to the show. You know, it's the holiday spirit. We want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to watch you and obviously Mefisto and the rest of the card. So, I mean, but we'll see you gentlemen regardless. So I'll tell you that much. But well, before we go, let me get to a couple of final words. I think Ox was laughing, and I can't remember his name at the moment, but I bet Felix Jones. Interesting. It's an interesting one, Felix Jones.
Uric popped in my head for some reason. It could be Uric.
Well, I'll tell you who it's not. Nicholas Crenson. For certain, it's not Nicholas Crenson.
No,
he's not. He's the RCW champion. That's why. Mefisto is the world champion of the IMF. It has been the best representation of the company since I've debuted. The PWF world title is the main event of Thursday's show. Seems divine to me. Justin Parsley, certainly a holy man. I never would have guessed Justin Parsley was a holy man. Yeah, we got that already. And yes, hello to the nameless one, but it's not here. But all right, I got the point. Ladies and gentlemen, we have certainly ran the gauntlet tonight. We were joined here by Omen Black. It is his show after all, and he has certainly said a lot of shocking things. And he'll be in action coming up this Saturday in the main event for the IMF World Heavyweight Championship against the man that currently holds the title, that is Mefisto. And you'll see these two gentlemen to open things up here Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time in our Winter Clash preview. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce. Your voice figuratively and literally where all wrestling matters. And James Taylor is kind of sandwiched in between these two shows. He's here tomorrow, and I'm sure he'll have something to say, and I'm sure he'll talk about, what'd you think of my match, and what'd you think about Omen Black?
What do you think about my match, kid?
He'll be here, but he'll have a lot to say about Jason Storm, though, at least, which I'm sure you'll be partially
happy.
Have
you seen my match? Have you seen my match? Oh, hell yeah, brother.
He's here. Listen, he's here tomorrow. Uric is a dead man walking, and Abraham Storm says, "If I ever make it to the IMF, you one day, Abraham, one day. We got some years to go before that." And James Taylor has arrived to tell Justin Parsley to shut the hell up because
he'll be doing the hell up, Parsley. Before I don't want to blow smoke up your ass, kid, but you shut the hell up.
And then all of a sudden, it's like ROEW shows up. Kyle Shelby and James Taylor. Speaking of people together, peas in a pod, and how you doing, James? Yes, we're here. We're here tomorrow.
I don't know if you can tell. I've been working on my James Taylor impression. I think I'm getting pretty close.
Pretty good, I gotta say. I tell you what, James. Well, I'll ask James.
So, James, if you ever need to take a sick day or vacation, need a Taft Taylor guy, I'm that guy.
I think that there's a lot of people that would like me to take a vacation, a permanent one. But you know what? Forget about that. Not about me.
What Kyle shall we just say?
What's that? Oh, I was buying my gear. My fault, boys. Deathmatch ROEW.
I would fucking murder
emoji.
You. Don't even try me.
All right, well, we're not going to do that, but I tell you what, James Taylor is here tomorrow at 10. I look forward to that, but these two men are kicking off Thursday's show. So many of your IMF stars are here, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Follow the IMF Wrestling on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Buy a ticket. I'm buying 2 of them, so join me. But in the meantime, we'll see everybody coming up on Thursday for the IMF. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the number one global radio station that is Sportswire Radio, where all wrestling matters. And Ox McCoy says deathmatch, and now Kyle Shelby is like blood money. Yeah, blood. We're gonna get all that, and all of a sudden the chat wants to keep talking. Omen must be roasting people so hard. Well, Mefisto might be the one getting roasted because the stream is ending. Yeah, the stream is ending, and I feel like some people didn't realize we've been here for an hour and a half, and now they just want to keep going. Make it a triple threat, Ox. Let's go. Not because James Taylor told me to. Justin Parsley, I'm sure will have a lot to say tomorrow as well. He'll be here Thursday. But one more thing I want to say is this. Justin Parsley should maybe change that picture. Shouldn't he change that picture by Thursday?
I mean, it's the most handsome he ever looked.
Why not an Anthony Steele picture of Justin Parsley? Because I think he and Steele seem to have issues, right? Should it be a Steele photo?
I like that. Yeah, I like that comment.
The PWF World title should have been. Yeah, well, he did wrestle for that title against a guy who's on the show.
Not that title, because there's never been a world title until.
Yeah, and by the way, I noticed now that the PWF Facebook page, I don't have access to it anymore. So I guess the guy that used to.
Yeah, no, I'll say it. Hey, Atomic Titan or whoever the fuck runs PWF, don't fuck yourself for locking us out.
Yeah, what a twerp, seriously. What a twerp. He messaged me on Instagram thinking hey, everything's all hunky-dory again. Oh, well, you lied about, certain things. So now they locked us out of the Facebook page, the YouTube group. Yeah, F them, but we'll leave that at that. Yeah, I saw them. Omen and Mefisto. ROW has me working right now. I compete. Well, we'll talk about that tomorrow. And the Punk would put his foot in your pink. Yeah, okay, I got the point. Thank you, everybody. I got it. We can do this tomorrow. And all of a sudden, the chat's appearing. Well, you catch the rest of the show. By the way, speaking of people, Big Tex is here. How you doing, Big Tex? I know you're here in early 25. Parsley is what I put on my spaghetti. No, you don't put parsley on spaghetti. Come on, parsley on spaghetti. Deathmatch wrestling is dead. No, it's not dead. Why, if you wrestle it, you don't know how to do it. I mean, as it should be, Kyle. Hello to Big Tex. Anybody else want to say anything? It's time to go. This is I think we're now ribbing Sportswire tonight. I'm the pig that flew, didn't be assisted. Okay, I got the point. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you Thursday.